Hi, I'm Trevino, and today I'm going to be checking out the Mooer radar speaker cab simulator. So the Mooer radar speaker cab simulator is a compact pedal that houses 30 different cabinet models, 11 different mic models, 4 different power amp models, customizable EQs, up to 36 user presets, and best of all, you can load in your own custom cabinet IRs, all for under $150. Like, are you kidding me? The pedal has one input, one output, and one headphone output for silent jamming. I actually stopped by the Mooer booth during Winter NAMM 2018 and tried out the radar there myself, and I gotta say, I was super impressed. It's usually designed to be used in conjunction with your favorite distortion pedal or preamp pedal, and then you use them together, and then there you go. You have a small, compact rig, and you don't even need an amp. For me, it's a great solution for my Line 6 Pod HD Pro X, which is what I use live with my band of Real King. This way, I can take one of the outputs out of the pod, feed it into a power amp and power up the cab that I have on stage, and then take the other output, feed it into the radar, and then give that to the front of house guy. Now the front of house guy has a clean direct signal, and I know that my guitar is going to sound good for everyone else to hear. So let's check out the pedal and all the other cab IRs that come with the radar. In the example you just heard, I used the 412 UK Citrus model for all of the guitars, but there are a lot of other cool sounding cab IRs to check out too. I'm going to be using my Schecter Hellraiser loaded with Fishman Fluent's classic humbuckers, going into the Pod HD Pro X right behind me, and then from there going into the radar. The cab simulation in the Line 6 is turned off. And the amp I'm modeling is the tread plate model with a tube screamer in the front. Okay, so this is what the pedal sounds like bypassed. So magical. Only the best tone. Alright, screw that nonsense. Let's hear what the pedal actually sounds like. I turned off the power amp simulation in the radar because technically the patch that I'm using in my Line 6 has some power amp simulation already in it. Okay, let's take it out of bypass mode. And there we go. So it's pretty easy to navigate. You got this big red knob on the front, and if you move it, you will go through the different various presets, and if you push it, it'll do different things. So if I push it once, master volume, and then if you hold it for 2 seconds, I think, then it'll show the other menu, and you can exit out of that easy. And if you hold it down for longer than that, that's when you will bypass the pedal. Okay, so let's go through some of these cabs. I like that one. Matchbox. Oh goodness. Here are all the bass cabinets that come with it. Yeah, that's the new guitar tone that I'm going to use. So yeah, you get the idea. It comes with lots of options. So let's actually go back to that UK Citrus model that I was telling you about. And then I'll show you, where are you? There you are. I'll show you how you go about editing all of the parameters. So like I said, you hold it for 2 seconds, boom, and then a menu comes up. This is where you can turn on your power amp simulation, the type of tube, your input, your presence, your output. Hit the next menu. This is where you can change your mic placement, distance, and then you can change the model on the actual preset, which is cool. Here are all your graphic EQs. If you select here, you can go between the two different graphic ones that they have. One is more for bass and the other one is more for guitar. Then you have a parametric, or you can turn it off. So let's actually turn it off for now. And then you save your preset, and then boom, there you go. So there's a ton that you can do with the radar just straight out of the box. But the coolest part, like I said before, is being able to load in your own custom cabinet IRs, and that's super easy to do. Just hook up the radar to your computer via mini USB, and then download the Mooer Studio software from their website. So here's Mooer Studio, and it's pretty self-explanatory. All the same parameters I was able to control off the radar itself, I can do here in the software. So I can turn the power amp on and off, and what's really cool is that once I start messing with it, you'll see it happening on the pedal in real time. I can change the tube type. You see it changing there. All the different parameters, the cabinet, turn it on or off, and then I can choose all the different cabinets that come with it. Over here are all the different presets. So if I switch a preset, it's going to ask me if I want to save the existing preset. I'm going to hit cancel. Cool. And then I can just keep switching between all the presets like so. So to load in your own IR, just go ahead and select one of the presets. Make sure you're in the cab menu. And then over by the drop-down menu, you will see a little plus sign. Click that. And then head over to where you store all of your cabinet IRs. So cabinet IRs, yeah, these wonderful ones by Rosen Digital. The Carbon Legacy one is the one I use all the time. Open. Give it a second. And boom, there you go. That was way easy. One thing to note though is that you can only store 30 cabs. So when you load in your own custom cab, it technically erases the stock cab that was in its place. So the only way to get back the original cabinet, to my knowledge anyway, is you have to perform a factory reset on the radar, which is super easy to do. Just make sure it's off, hold down the button, power it back on, and then launch Mooer Studio, and then it'll promptly ask you if you want to continue with the factory reset. Another thing is that when you do load in your own IR, you're technically updating an existing preset. So you might have an EQ in the background that's ready to mess up your tone. So be sure to turn that off or adjust to taste. All right, let's hear what the Carbon Legacy cab sounds like. Now that's awesome. In this next example, I'm going to show you 3 different cabs and what they sound like compared to each other. The first one is going to be the stock Line 6 cab that comes with the Pod HD. The second one is going to be the UK Citrus model that I used in the earlier example. And then finally, it's going to be the Carvin Legacy cab. First in a mix, and then in isolation. The Mooer radar is a great solution for many different kinds of guitar rigs, and I can't recommend it enough. Mooer is not paying me to say this, I just thought that this pedal was super cool and I wanted to share it with all of you. Links to their website, where you can buy the pedal for yourself, and my social media are in the description box below. And for more guitar videos like this, check out my channel, hit subscribe, and I will see you next time.